Good morning from day 5 of Flibs. Today is going to be an absolute sprint as we film as many walkthroughs on as many boats as we can to show you guys everything that the show had to offer. This morning, as the cleaning crews are getting the boat ready, we're going to be taking you on a walkthrough of a 2019 Horizon FD87 Skyline motor yacht. This boat is absolutely awesome. And this yacht specifically, hull number 11, is the only FD87 available on the market, and if I had to guess, it won't be around for long. Seeing as this 87 is in the center of the boat show, we have very limited drone footage of the boat, but I promise you that the time we spend on our interior will make up for it. So the FD87 is all about volume, and I can almost guarantee that you're going to be stunned by the amount of interior space and how they've sussed out so much in an 87-foot boat. That's actually the first of 3 things that I love about this boat. She has 5 staterooms and she can sleep 10. After you see every feature on board, it makes the feat of designing a 5-stateroom, 87-foot motor yacht look all the more amazing. This brings us to the second space on board that I think you're going to love, which is the on-deck master. Not only is it huge, but there's never a lack of natural light as the result of huge hull windows and an overhead skylight. The third feature that's been stopping showgoers mid-stride is her beach club here on the stern. This particular section of the boat has been incredibly busy, which is the reason we got here to start filming before the sun came up. Seeing as this space has been such a showstopper, let's go ahead and kick things off here on the stern. Seeing as tender storage is up on the boat deck, hull 11 is all about getting you into the water, which is incredibly tempting when you have an unobstructed platform. To port and starboard are shore power connections, and to starboard are fresh and saltwater hookups. This brings us to our stunning beach club. With the aft transom door lifted out of the way, you have every reason in the world to make this your main hangout spot. It's got a wet bar to port with a microwave and TV, a pair of Vitrofrigo cold drawers, and a cozy bar top. All you have to do is lay back and let the boat do all of the work with these heavy-duty hydraulic lifts. There's even a pantograph door integrated into the transom, offering crew access without having to raise the whole transom up. Forward of the beach club, she has the captain's quarter on the port side. Across from this is another crew stateroom with over-under bunks. Forward of the captain's quarter is the ship's laundry center. The crew cabins share a head to starboard that has a shower stall. And next, we come to the engine room. Earlier, when someone working the Horizon tent asked me what I had left to shoot, I shouted, "The engine room." Their voice came howling back, "That's the best part." How great is this? As far as engines go, this FD87 has a pair of 1600 horsepower MTUs. Outboard of the engines is a Cummins Onan genset, with each unit putting out 29 kilowatts. In here we also have a clean line of sight to her ABT Track Zero stabilizer fins and her water maker that fills a 400-gallon freshwater tank. Not only do her stabilizers ensure a smooth ride, but she has a top speed of 17 knots and cruises at around 10 knots. Directly overhead of the engine room is the aft deck. This is where things get more interesting. When was the last time that you saw a boat under 90 feet with an aft deck this expansive? This question could even apply to boats under 100 feet. There's centerline seating for at least 8. On the starboard side is a clever wet bar. It has everything you need for entertaining: a sink, fridge, ice maker, and storage. Given everything going on back here, it's that much more impressive that there are stairs up to the boat deck on both the port and starboard side. I want to point out that there's no threshold for you to step over. The line between the aft deck and salon gets blurred, and you reap all of the benefits of having a huge entertaining space. A few things jump out to you immediately. The first are the windows. They run from floor to ceiling and make the salon feel like it's 10 feet longer than it actually is. This exaggerated effect is magnified by the amount of open space in here. To port is an L-shaped sofa. This faces the TV to starboard. Below the TV is AV equipment. Aft of the TV is a dayhead. Moving forward in the salon brings us to the yacht's formal dining, which can rotate to face north and south and can also expand. Regarding interior materials, Hull 11 is appointed with walnut, white oak, stained oak flooring, stainless steel, and variations of white leather. Next up is the Galley that I love because of its versatility. As you see it, she has an open galley that you can walk in and out of with ease. This lends itself to family-style meals where everyone's pitching in to whip up dinner. However, if you're going for something more elegant and private with a chef, you can close off the portside entrance and raise up a partition that's integrated into the island. As far as appliances go, the Galley has a full-size Sub-Zero fridge with freezer drawers. There's also a Miele cooktop, oven, a dishwasher, and a trash compactor. Closing out the main deck, we move forward into the master. Like I mentioned at the top of today's walkthrough, the master steals the show. To both sides of her king berth are huge windows. Adding to the amount of natural light in the owner's suite is this skylight. On the starboard side, we have a love seat. Aft of the love seat is this large hanging locker, and then there's additional storage forward in this cedar-lined walk-in closet. Forward and center line is the ensuite. I love this open layout. Whenever you need privacy, all you have to do is slide these two pocket doors together. In addition to a his and hers vanity, the head is on the port side in its own stall, and on the starboard side is a large shower stall. From here, we're going to jump below deck and take a look at the other 4 guest staterooms. First, we're heading aft to a pair of mirrored VIP staterooms. They both have queen berths, plenty of storage, and the same open ensuite layout. Moving forward in midship, we arrive at the portside stateroom with side-by-side berths. This quiet room has a 32-inch TV, perfect for the kids playing video games. Forward in the lower companionway is the Bow VIP. This beamy stateroom has a walk-around queen berth with storage to each side. And you can see this storage layout here on the starboard side. There's also an ensuite in here. Having seen the guest accommodations, we're going to jump up to the Sky Lounge. With this model being the Skyline, it makes sense that this elevated suite would be something special. The primary seating is on the port side, and again, you guessed it, there's no shortage of natural light. Facing the starboard side, we see a dayhead. Forward of this is a high-low TV. Next up is this desk where your captain can make plans or you can catch up on a few emails. What I love about this Sky Lounge is the ceiling. As it moves forward, it bends slightly down on a radius where it meets the raked windshield. This gives the illusion that the Sky Lounge is a mile long. And this brings us to the Helm. I really like the way that things are laid out up here. Here, we have 2 engine monitors, a pair of Cummins generator controls, and VHF radios. Centerline are a pair of Maxwell chain counters. To starboard are her throttles, bow and stern thruster joysticks, and a control for her 0-speed stabilizers. And then across the top are 4 24-inch Garmin multifunction displays. On the port side, we can see the home screen for the ship systems computer. Aft of the Sky Lounge is the boat deck. Starting aft is an open, non-skid finished area for your tender. To starboard is a steelhead marine davit with a 2,000-pound lift capacity. As you can see, with no tender, this is a wide open space to get creative with. All you need is inspiration. Next, we come to a concealed grilling station. The grill complements the wet bar on the port side. For guests, it features 4 bar stools and a 2-level bar. Behind the bar is an ice maker and a fridge. Facing the starboard side, we see a dinette with a high-low table. Now let's take the port side deck forward and up to the fore deck. The bow on the FD87 is aggressive and I love it. It's also deceptively involved. First, she has U-shaped seating that wraps around a pair of tabletops. This area can be covered, like you see here, with sunshades. To me, this is the perfect setup for getting out of the sun, but not sacrificing everything else that you love about being outdoors. Forward of this is a concealed fridge and ice maker. Next are the 3 hatches that make up the master skylight that are conjoined to a large sun pad. Continuing forward brings us to the ground tackle that has a Maxwell 3500 windlass setup. So what do you think of the Horizon FD87? Something to keep in mind is that Horizon has released 25 different models throughout the years and delivered over 800 yachts worldwide. When you're that prolific, it's just a matter of time before you catch people off guard with something groundbreaking. We'd love to hear your thoughts below, and as always, we promise to respond to as many comments as we can. If you're interested in this yacht or something like it, please feel free to reach out. Not only are we Horizon dealers on the West Coast, but we also have well over 100 brokers that specialize in yachts just like this one. So thanks for tuning in.
For additional information, please email me at ts@denisonyachting.com. Also, feel free to text me at 404-805-9819. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, and be on the lookout for additional videos